spot. That, yeah, exactly. So the idea is to do everything within the shipping container, you know.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having us. My name is Wanda.
And I'm Sara, and we're CP3. So why are we here today? We are asking you, CCSL, for support and help to fund our community space for students. This is a small rendering we've put together on what we plan for our space to look like.
So you might be wondering, what exactly are we trying to do? So our mission is simple. We want to take Concordia's plastic waste and turn it into items that can be used by the community. This not only reduces the plastic cost that students are spending on, but it also reduces the carbon cost that takes to travel from the university to a recycling facility. This project is in alignment with the university's sustainable goals, zero waste goals, as well as the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals number 12 and 13. How are we going to do this? The process is quite simple. As I said before, it is inspired by an open source project. So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel, we're simply trying to place it at our campus. The first step is to collect the plastic, similar to what Waste Not One Not has done with the collection bins, wash it, and then shred it into pellets that would then be shaped into, well, anything that the community might need. Plastic is extremely malleable. Alongside, on top of making our university and ecosystem more sustainable, why does this actually matter to Concordia students? We want to be in full support of any research candidates trying to tackle the plastic crisis by offering them full access to our resources. Our multidisciplinary team works on a skill sharing methodology where any team member can learn and teach at any topic that they are interested in. We would like to accept items for creation based on demand for student-led and orientation events. It has never been more sustainable to make disposable mugs that will no longer be disposable for our new students. We also want to reduce the cost that students spend on prototyping for their classes, all while reducing plastic waste on campus. Based on a survey we conducted in May, we discovered that 57% of the respondents said that yes, they do need to make prototype for their classes. These 57%, they were primarily from Gina Cody and FASA, and as we can see on the graph here, 32.3% of them spend up to $70 on materials for their courses. This is without counting the environmental waste that it produces to create an item that's going to be used for one semester for one course. As we can see here, most of these items were 3D printed. We can tackle this problem. On our first year, we would like to take Concordia's plastic waste and turn it into 3D printing filaments to then be used by Concordia students. So Sara, tell us more about the community space.
So how will we do all of these wonderful activities Wanda described? We plan to renovate a shipping container, and this will house all of our machinery. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we need your collaboration to ensure this community space for students to do research, projects, and find new alternatives for recycling plastic. We plan to organize the space in this fashion, where we will have an office space and a tool shop. Here, safety will be our priority, and the great benefit of renovating a container like this is that we can prioritize ventilation for when we're recycling plastic. This will ensure that students have a safe environment to work in. This is why we are asking you, CCSL, to help us fund this project. We are asking for the total capital cost to fund our community space. This will include the container renovation as well as the office equipment. This funding ensures a space for students to work in, which we have not had in the past. So at this point, you might be wondering where we'll be located. We are going to be in the Green Ends parking lot near Sucker, who we will be working closely with. As you may be aware, to get access to this space, students ring a doorbell at the gate, and a student volunteer will escort them to our location, so no students will be in the residency. Our pilot year, we plan to open for office hours, and then as well as by appointment for specific class projects. So thank you so much for your time. We'd like to thank our sponsors and you, CCSL, for funding us in the past. We have been doing a huge, big educational campaign this summer, so please follow us on social media. Thank you again, and we hope that you will join our movement to reduce plastic waste at Concordia.